What's up, everybody? Small World Floyd here. Back with another one. You're watching YouTube with Floyd. Right now, I'm playing 2K26. I got the Pelicans versus the Bucks. It's a mixture of the old and the young to see who will be the greatest team of all time. If it was ever put to the test, today I'm rocking with the Bucks. Let's go.
You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Milwaukee Bucks here at Fiserv Forum. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. Taking a look at the Pelicans, here to start, they're on solid ground, standing 6th in the conference. And of course, the Bucks, they're 6th overall in the conference.
Checking out the Pelicans, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Drew Holiday out there with Davis. And it's Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Johnson. And it's Moncrief in at shooting guard. On the take, still in the early stages of the season here. But some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year, Grant.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, B.A., I guess it never hurts to take a peek.
I like to see Davis shoot it from there. Very effective in the mid-range.
Pass to Moncrief. Johnson on the wing. Here's Robertson. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Davis from long range. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
And last time against this team, they struggled with foul trouble. It led to an ugly loss.
The foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
Grant, when you talk about the Pelicans, year after year, it comes back to health.
And you sometimes wonder if there's something in the water in New Orleans or some bad juju, because they're certainly due for some better luck.
And that one's good.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Davis misses.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
Here he goes. Robertson. Here's Moncrief. Pass to Johnson. Knocked away. Jones with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Now Williamson. Giannis with the rebound.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
The massive wingspan of Abdul-Jabbar, impressive. Kareem easily swatting away shots.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Now here's Davis. Last game, 26 points for him. And the dunk by Jones.
His
YouTube.
playmaking is something to watch. Threading that
I'm
pass
playing the game
right
on
in
YouTube.
there.
Pass to Johnson.
Ed this morning.
Antetokounmpo outside.
Are they gonna skip
Here's
it till dinner
Moncrief.
time?
He's covered by Holiday. Moncrief, no good. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Pelicans. Trailing by 2. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
New Orleans has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. The shot by Holiday, no good.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Fires the 3, and Robertson gets it to go. Robertson's got 5 points.
When Giannis enters the lane, it just collapses, sucks your defense right in, which opens up the 3-ball.
Davis looking it over. Back to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Baron Davis, one of the more powerful and strong guards in the league. Aggressive in the lane because he has that strength and confidence.
Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Here's Davis. Davis with room to shoot. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Boy, that jump shot of Anthony Davis continues to evolve. Looking better and better every time I see it.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
And Robertson is a do-it-all kind of player, my kind of guy. I mean, he's also somebody you can trust to help facilitate your offense.
Davis, that's good.
Once he saw the opening, he had no hesitations.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Right wing. Antetokounmpo against Williamson. It's good. Antetokounmpo has got 6 points.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
Outside Holiday. Jones feels it out. And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Milwaukee making a switch here.
I can't stop right now. You gotta
And a
wait.
change for the Pelicans. Trey Murphy, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Here's Davis. After Milwaukee picked up a 3 with their last shot. And that one drops.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. He talked about the problems that Zion Williamson can give a team inside. And Coach said it's not about the shots that Zion makes, it's about the shots his teammates miss. We have to make sure that we body up Zion and not let him convert misses into makes. Might be hard finding volunteers willing to body up Zion. Brian, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Williamson. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Orlando. Right side Davis. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Uses the glass on the layup. And now an 8-point Bucks lead.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. He's checked in for New Orleans. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at the Pelicans, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at the Bucks, they've made some mistakes early on, and a drop in the rankings reflects that. They're right in the middle of the pack, and the question now is, can they learn from those errors?
Now here's Davis. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. And again, no good by New Orleans. The Bucks leading by 8. Three-pointer sinks the tray.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
To stop the run, it's Milwaukee with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's blocked by Davis. Pass to Davis. Outside Davis. Back to Davis. Oh, there's the alley. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. 14 points for him last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
When you look at the number of shots he blocked, almost single-handedly changed the game.
New Orleans calls timeout. Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
And a chance here to check out some stats for him.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Pelicans trail by 13. Now here's Davis. Pass to Cousins. To the inside. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
For New Orleans, Zion Williamson comes in for Anthony Davis. And Sadiq Bey subbed in for Jones. Allen, the pass to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Here's Johnson. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Now here's Williamson. No made baskets yet. Here's Bey. And he buries his first look.
And we see Bey's game evolving over time, including being more aggressive inside.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Alexander, he's checked in for Davis. Here's Robertson. Rebounded by Cousins.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Here's Alexander. Oh, and Turner with a block.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
On the wing, Bey. Pass to Cousins. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And there's the drive. Here's Turner. And the shot no good, a bit short. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Alexander, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
And so he hits both.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Pass to Bridgman. Allen on the wing. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.